Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Bioscience Guide. Today the topic is physiology of respiration, but it is necessary to understand about respiration in short definition. Respiration can be defined as a biochemical process in which the digested food is oxidized in presence of oxygen to form energy which is stored as ATP in the mitochondria. Now let's explain in detail the process of physiology of respiration. The physiology of respiration includes inhaling of oxygen, transportation of oxygen, oxidation of food, and release of carbon dioxide. The physiology of respiration is on the following steps: external respiration, transportation of oxygen by blood, internal respiration, and transport of carbon dioxide by blood. In external respiration, oxygen in the atmosphere, which is inhaled into the lungs, is called inspiration. The partial pressure of oxygen in the lungs, which is higher than that of the partial pressure of oxygen in the blood capillaries. So, the oxygen which is diffused from lungs into the blood. In transportation of oxygen, hemoglobin which is present in the RBC of blood, the hemoglobin is known as respiratory pigment. Oxygen molecules which are transported by hemoglobin present in the blood. When oxygen diffuses from lungs into the blood, oxygen combines with hemoglobin to form oxyhemoglobin. One molecule of hemoglobin consists 4 heme group combined with oxygen, so one hemoglobin can combine 4 molecules of oxygen. Oxyhemoglobin, which is an unstable compound and it can dissociate quickly in the tissues. In internal respiration, the respiration takes place in the tissue, so-called tissue respiration. It is in 2 following steps: dissociation of oxyhemoglobin and oxidation of food particles. In dissociation of oxyhemoglobin, as soon as the oxyhemoglobin reaches into the tissue, it quickly dissociates into hemoglobin and oxygen. Oxygen enters into the tissue, but hemoglobin returns back to the RBC cell to carry oxygen. In oxidation of food, the free oxygen which enters into tissue and take part in the oxidation of glucose. The oxidation of glucose to liberate energy as well as water and carbon dioxide. The energy which is found in the ATP form in the tissue and carbon dioxide which is expelled from tissue. The transportation of carbon dioxide, in which the carbon dioxide which is produced on the oxidation of glucose as the product of internal respiration, the carbon dioxide which is highly toxic and it is released out of the body. The process of transportation of carbon dioxide from tissue into the lungs takes place in the following steps: in carbonic acid form, in bicarbonate, in carbamino hemoglobin compound. In the form of carbonic acid, carbon dioxide which is mixed with water present in the RBC to form carbonic acid. The process which is catalyzed by an enzyme called carbonic anhydrase. The process of transportation of carbon dioxide from tissue into the lungs in the carbonic form is about 7% out of the total. In bicarbonate form, carbonic acid quickly ionizes in the forms of bicarbonate and hydrogen ions. The bicarbonates, which are formed through RBC membrane into the plasma, and the bicarbonates ion combine either sodium or potassium present in the blood plasma to form sodium bicarbonate or potassium bicarbonate respectively. In this way, carbon dioxide is carried from tissue into the lungs through the plasma. It is about maximum 70% of carbon dioxide is transported in the forms of bicarbonate. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and hit the notification bell to my channel Bioscience Guide to stay updated with more biology free content. In carb-amino-hemoglobin compound, carbon dioxide is combined with the amino groups of hemoglobin to form a complex carb-amino-hemoglobin compound, and carbon dioxide is released from tissue into the lungs is about 23%, and the process of release of carbon dioxide from tissue into the lungs and it is expelled outside to the nostrils is called expiration. Thank you for watching.